Hello and welcome once again to Irie's Stomach. I know, long time no see, but I have a fantastic treat for you today for us to get kick-starting on our cooking again. I have my dad, who is my special guest today, and he's going to be preparing sweet potato pudding. I'm telling you, when I have my dad's sweet potato pudding, after I have the first bite, that's it. It's the end for me because I just keep going. Even when I go to bed, I get up in the night thinking, boy, I could have another piece of that sweet potato pudding. So without further ado, let's get cooking. And wait until the end of the video because my dad will give you some really cool tips on how to make your sweet potato pudding unforgettable. Let's get going, guys.
Okay, so we're starting our sweet potato pudding, and here Mom is grating the sweet potato that have been peeled and cut. And also we're adding one cocoa. It's a root vegetable, and that's going to use as a binder for the pudding. So you only need one, you don't need a lot, just a little bit. So now she's grating it. Never blend them, always grate the sweet potatoes. That's one of the magic of making this. Now it's all grated, and Dad's just kneading in the cocoa and blending everything together with his hands. He loves to use his hands to do this. And then we're going to add some cornmeal to the mixture, and he's going to massage it into the mixture. So there we are, cornmeal. And then he's going to mix that in. And after he mixes it in, then we're going to add the flour. So there's a flour being added in, and he's going to knead that in so everything is mixed together thoroughly. And he's very meticulous about that, so he's mixing everything in thoroughly. And we needed a bigger bowl, so he was kind of chastising me on that one because we need a bigger bowl to do this because he's making 8 puddings. So he's mixing them in. You know, we're adding our flour. We don't want to add too little flour, and then again we don't want to add too much flour. Now we're going to make the liquid part of it, which is going to be some coconut milk. Usually we get the raw coconut grated and make our own milk, but we're having cans of coconut milk. Now we're adding brown sugar to the mixture, and he's going to mix that in. And once he mixes that in, he's adding in now the vanilla, and mix that in again. And then after that, we're going to add some sea salt to the mixture to taste. There it is. He's added in the sea salt, mixing that up. Yep, mixing it thoroughly. Now we're going to add the mixture into the kneaded base, which was the sweet potato, cornmeal, and flour. So we're mixing all of that together to make that pudding consistency. So now we have that pudding consistency, and we're going to put them in the pan. But before we do that, we already have the pans in the oven warming up. Dad likes to warm them up so that it's nice and ready for the butter. So we're putting in the butter to baste the pan, prepare them to get poured in, pour the batter in. And then after that, we're going to dust them with some flour. Here we are dusting them with some flour. And then in the meantime, we're soaking some raisins. So now they're already greased and dusted, and we put the batter in, and now we're adding in the soaked raisins. And as you can see, he's patting it in. He didn't mix it into the batter, and he put it on top and pat it in. And this is so that the raisins don't get burnt, and that they're also moist in the pudding too. That's why we soak them. So he's there patting them in. Oven is set at 350. Yep, so now he's gonna pat those ones in, just showing you a little again, and then it's been baking for 2 hours. You put a knife in there to make sure that it's cooked, and we're ready to rock and roll.
So, okay, so Dad, you can say, talk about this pudding.
Yeah?
Yes, this pudding. Where did you get the recipe?
Well, I just watch people and I develop and over the years. Everyone come out different, and I didn't keep a note of how much I put or what. I just do it by ear or so to speak. And that's about it.
So then you know the history behind the sweet potato pudding?
And that really, you don't know.
No. Oh, okay. So what is the best sweet potato pudding? Who made the best sweet potato pudding for you?
Me.
You made the best.
Right now, yeah. But I used to have some before
Yes.
from other people, and it was really good.
Yes.
But I think mine are good.
Yeah.
Your friend there at St. Thomas was selling it.
It's not
It's not.
money in St. Thomas.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
It's not the same. I taste piece of it and everybody like it.
Oh.
Yeah.
So how you know Irish stomach? So who is Irish stomach?
Irish stomach?
Yes.
I don't know Irish stomach.
Yes, you know Irish stomach.
You?
You created Irish stomach.
Irie beats.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, so this is my dad, and he is like the best sweet potato pudding maker, and his sweet potato pudding is healthy because there's no dairy. It's coconut milk, and it's brown sugar, and it's all natural ingredients. So it's you'd have to say, okay, since people want to say vegan, whatever, but it's a healthy pudding.
Yeah, you never blend the potato, always grate it. And you put the darkest sugar you can find, the darkest sugar.
Right.
Yes, and put your vanilla. And some people like to put some black pepper on it after it's baked.
From the freezer.
So there's and then what's the theory behind putting the raisins in on top instead of in the bottom, mixing
it? Depends on what it is.
So that they don't burn.
Yeah, so that it don't burn. If it's too watery or whatever. Some people mix up the whole thing with the raisin and everything. But I find that when they go to the bottom or stay at the top, they burn and spoil the taste. So I find that I put it in for a little while, then I toss in the raisins. So they don't go right to the bottom. Just stay somewhere in the middle.
Okay. And then they won't get all burnt. Right. Okay. All right, so that's the trick. And then the trick to have the little jelly on top is to make sure.
It's watery.
Okay.
Okay. By experience, you'll know how much watery to make it.
Okay.
Like these wasn't so watery. Except for a couple of them like that.
Yeah, this one have the little jelly on the top. Yeah. And then this one needed to be a little bit more watery, so it didn't have that jelly. Okay. All right, so I got the trick. Yeah. So that's good.
Yeah.
So that's one of your favorite desserts to make, Dad?
Yeah, man.
Yeah? What's your second favorite?
I don't. That's the only thing I know, but sweet potato pudding.
All right, so that's your definite specialty.
See.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right then.
Irie.
Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.